Hey everybody, this is Dawn Shireen. Welcome to my podcast, Dancing with Bipolarredux. It is Monday afternoon, not quite 4:20. And I do recognize that it's been a minute since I've done a show, and I'm not going to apologize. It just is kind of how it goes, but I just want y'all to know that I did recognize it and that I did think about y'all, and I thought about doing shows from time to time, and then life kind of would get in the way, and in a good way, you know. And so, yeah, the shows didn't happen. I've been active on like Instagram, Dawn Shireen Bernard. So if you want to follow me there to see like my everyday actual life circumstances now, which is all just good because it's like hockey season, and just walking in fall. And this being my first season in Rapid City, like, fall is gorgeous here. So far so good, right? Very temperate. I'm going to say that, and tomorrow wake up to like 5 feet of snow, but it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. Yeah, I'm so grateful to be here and to have taken the chance and the choice to leave a situation that was killing me in so many ways. And I could have wound up anywhere, right? I could have wound up anywhere. I mean, I did play Greyhound Bingo, kind of. Never again, but and I guess if God's answer to Greyhound Bingo is Rapid City, South Dakota, then yeah, I'm totally good with that. So kind of off track there, but that's how it goes. So anyway, I just wanted to relate like this thing that happened to me today, which I think is like one of those life lesson moral things I try to do, but I never intentionally do anything. I don't script this show out, as if you couldn't tell. But I was walking today doing my bop, because if I don't walk every day, I kind of get a little squirrely, and, that's never good. So anyway, I'm doing my bop, and there's this fella outside doing some yard work, and I greeted him like I greet everybody pretty much that I meet on the road. Everybody, I'll give a nod, or I'll wave, or I'll actually take my headphones off and say hi to somebody. And today I took my headphones off and said hi, good morning to him. And he looked at me and he goes, "You're really happy, aren't you?" And it took me aback for a minute, because it's not like I haven't been pondering this question myself. Like, is this happy? Is this circumstantial? What is going on? Because this is unusual and just odd, right? And it's like, "You're really happy, aren't you?" And I'm like, "I really am," and I just felt like this huge smile come across my face, and like the realization that first of all, there's a lot of things to that, like, right? And like the guy's like, "I don't live here. I live in that house up there." And like, I knew which one he's talking about. I bop by it every day, right? I bop on that street every day. So there's a lot of things that go with that, like, and I know he's not stalking me, because I think I've actually said hi to this fellow a couple times. I think he asked me if I liked the color that he painted the house, which I do. And a couple, anyway, so it wasn't like weird. I'm somebody who is noticed, I guess, right? I can't deny it. It happens. It's my whatever. And even when I used to be in the negative mindset, it was the same way, but I would just take people down, right? And I'd much rather uplift people. So, I wonder how many other people notice that I'm happy. And like, I hope the fact that somebody's seeing somebody else happy can like at least make them smile a little bit. I mean, that's just kind of like, how you break the eggshell, right? Like, just a little bit at a time. And, but, he fist bumped me, and and then I just bopped on, right? And went and said good morning to my flowers and my whole my whole little thing I do, which, to some people might seem weird, but believe me, to the flowers and bushes that I greet every morning and the birds that I say good morning to, like, we have a thing, and it's a thing. And yeah, it sounds crazy, but it's not. I mean, whatever. So if I bop every day and put on music and other people can see my happiness, is infectious happiness like a bad thing? No, I don't think so. And had I, and then I'm like, there's a lot of things I've been like thinking about. Like, had I not made this choice to come to Rapid City, the what ifs of it are just crazy. But the what ifs of it for the Rush hockey, yeah, the Rapid City Rush. But like the what ifs as far as that goes, like what if I hadn't come here, and what if I hadn't asked the guy if I could write, having no sports writing experience whatsoever. Now I do. I mean, I took classes and stuff. Like I did things proper, right? Because if I'm going to represent, and I'm not part of the team, but if I'm going to enhance a team, I better know what I'm doing, right? And do I feel blessed by that? Yes, that's part of my happiness. I get to write about something I love, and I get to lift people up, and I get to create a headline. And this is going to sound really cocky, but I get to create a headline that somebody's legacy family can look on to later and be like, damn, that was my grandpa, or, that's my auntie, or, and not in the Rush, of course, not their auntie, but like other stories I've had the privilege to write about people that have served me well, and people that I appreciate, and people that like should be lifted up, and I mean, that's a privilege that I get. So am I happy about that? God, hell yeah, honored, the whole all that goes with that. My life right now is nothing short of a miracle, like for real. A year ago at this time, I was in a dark, not blacked out, but blued out house, tarped in from the inside, freaking wary of my life at all times, nothing good, no good, nothing good. And now I'm here, and like, am I in the ultimate living situation? No, but the upstairs neighbors that were so awful are not here anymore. I knew if you give them enough rope, they'll hang themselves, and they've been evicted and they're gone. It's better, right? It's dealable. And then with hockey, like, everything is dealable. And then I got accepted into a class at NYU for journalism, which, came at a weird time, a good weird time, but a weird time, coming into hockey season, and it'll run the whole length of the season. So it's like, I have to find balance, which is good, like, because I'll need that, and winter will be winter, so it's not like I'm going to be outside every day like I am now walking. Maybe not, I don't know, it depends on boots, but anyway, probably not every day. Like, I understand it gets icy even if it doesn't snow a lot here, and there's a lot of hills, and I don't like to fall, and I do it well. I fall like nobody's business. So there's some considerations. But I don't know what I want to say. Like, be yourself unashamedly, let people see your infectious happiness. Don't be shy. Who gives a shit, And if people don't like it, then that's on them. They can go mope around someplace else. But if what you can bring to the table is just cracking the shell of somebody's happiness, I say do it. Anyway, this is a short one. I just want to let you all know that I'm good. You know how to get a hold of me, and I'll put it in the show notes. I have been thinking about you all. It's just, things are good, and I'm not hospitalized, which, before would have been the situation. I'm just living life. Join me, go see what I do when I'm not doing this on my Insta at Dawn Screen Bernard. And yeah. So this is Dawn Shireen, and thanks for listening to Dancing with Bipolar Redu. And hey, let's all stay alive, okay? Later.